Well, welcome to Watford Stadium on this beautiful May afternoon, where today we see Bradford Northern entertaining this year's Rugby League Cup finalist Leeds in the quarter-final of the Stones bitter premiership game. Looking very, very quickly at the Bradford Northern lineup, they start with the Bradford Northern Player of the Year, number 1, David Watson, number 2, Dreddle Cordell, and he's partnered by Daryl Shelford and Paul Newlove in the centres, and Carl Hall, who's been the sensation of the Bradford Northern side since recent signing from Doncaster, on the left wing. Neil Summers and Derek Fox are the half-backs, with Roy Powell, Trevor Clark, 2 ex-Leeds players playing against their old clubs today, and the mighty Paul Gratian at number 10. Paul Dixon, Paul Medley, 2 more Leeds players in the second row for Bradford Northern, on number 13, Carl Fairbank. Number 14, David Hedden, and dare I say yet another Leeds player, partners John Hamer on the subs bench. The Leeds side, they have Alan Tate, Paul Cup comes in for the injured Jim Fallon. On the right wing, Kevin Iro, Craig Eddies, they form a Kiwi centreship partnership, along with the young Francis Cummins. Graham Holroyd and Gary Schofield in what's now becoming that familiar number 7 shirt for him. Mike O'Neill, James Lowes, and the Terminator, Harvey Howard at number 10, with Gary Mercer, the former Bradford Northern player, at number 11, Richie Ayres, and the very young, last year's England schoolboys captain, Marcus Vatakopoulos, at number 13. And their substitutes are Jason Donahue at 14, and Ian Scott, the former Workington player. And before the game starts, a late message from the Leeds changing room. There hasn't got to be a change in the Leeds side. Young Marcus Vatakopoulos, who was taken sick before the game and he's had to drop out from the original side, selected by Dougie Lawson. So Ian Scott, he pops in at number 11, with Colin Maskell coming in as substitute for Leeds. Disappointing for the Leeds youngster. We'll see Derek Fox now. Derek Fox tossing up with the young mascots, his little daughters for today's game, with daughter and son. Van Ettel family touch there. Gary and Derek, of course, big fans, been on, friends should I say, been on various tours together. It's an intriguing little duel between them today, the experience of Derek Fox, the well-established number 7, the great bit of number 7 in that fabulous World Cup final a few months ago at Wembley, and Gary Schofield, who on that particular day played at number 4. And Bradford Northern have lost the toss, so they'll be kicking off. Leeds deciding that they'll play into what breeze there is. Not a great deal of breeze today, really. Obviously going to be a tremendous game. We'll have to see whether Leeds can raise the game after that, what must be a tremendously disappointing affair from last weekend when they came so close, pulling the game back to 12-10, and a foolish penalty by Harvey Howard, in my opinion, just tilting the scales for Wigan that day. And so there you goes little Derek. It's Holroyd who catches the ball, and straight away we see an early mistake from Gary Mercer. So nerves started right from the off. That long kick, well fielded by Holroyd, but then Gary Mercer not being quite able to take the ball. Ball going straight away, Northern work the blind, bringing Newlove in. So obviously coaches Fox and Stevenson been working on a few variations throughout the week. Good play the ball, Dixon leads defence up very, very fast though. Paul Gratian, he'll be on the way one way. He gets the ball now, hint of a run round, but not the best of passes from the mark from the acting half-back, so quite wisely Paul Gratian decided to go himself and cancel the move. Leeds coming up very, very fast, especially Schofield. Zip ball there, Watson being caught by his opposite number Tate, but he managed to step out of it. Gives the ball to Carl Hall. Carl Hall just nonchalantly hands off young Paul Cup. Young Francis Cummins, should have said, these 2 youngsters very much alike. Well taken by Summers. Summers still stepping out. The youngster there, the Bradford Northern youngster on this occasion, brings us to the last tackle. Fox wants the ball. The little gap if Fox can just kick through. There goes the ball. Got some good covering. Mike O'Neill on that occasion. Fox quite missing the gap by a little bit of a margin there. quick better kick, and we could have seen Leeds in all kinds of problems. Now, the big danger man, Kevin Iro, had a wonderful game a couple of weeks ago when I saw him play against Halifax. Hasn't quite hit that form since. Often wonder whether he's been carrying injury, because when he's on form, he's possibly the finest centre in the world. And here comes Harvey Howard. Nicknamed himself the Terminator since he signed from Widnes for Leeds. Sure, something that Carl Fairbairn could be taken to task on, I'm sure. Ball goes back to Watson, who takes his time, catches it on the second or third bounce. That roar of anticipation from the crowd as he gets the ball. Richie Ayres knocking him down, into the knee going in there. Out to Gratian. Well, old friends there might be, but there's no love lost there between Gary Mercer and Paul Gratian. The referee had seen the incident, and really there was no need there for the Northern players to become involved. The penalty had been given to Bradford, and I've seen referees change their mind. I don't know if you could hear the last post playing there. I hope it's not something we're going to get throughout the game. Certainly never in the Boy Scouts wasn't the guy who was playing it. Well, the referee sticking with his decision, Mr. Connolly. Oh, Big Roy touches the ball for the first time. Straight away, what a welcoming committee waiting for Roy. 4 Leeds players. Now Gratian gets a chance to make amends, takes the ball forward. Jason, who's in today's lineup. Yep. So away goes Fox. A little bit static from Bradford, but Carl Fairbairn eventually takes us forward. Ball goes back, but Watson should be able to recover. Gratian eventually gets to it. Gratian's side, surprisingly in some people's eyes, being selected ahead of Greenwood today. Greenwood has been in tremendous form. Now, once again, it's Fox alternating the angles of attack, shifting it back down the blind side. Bradford at the moment not making much yardage. Dave Watson decides to take matters into his own hand and puts a nice little kick in, just short of the Leeds 25. 5 minutes gone, still no score. Both sets of forwards still sounding each other out. Schofield feeding the scrum. Young Cummins coming in from the wing. Tremendous weekend it must have been for the youngster last week at Wembley. Wonderful tackling. Once again, it's Darryl Shelford. 3 Kiwi centres on the park today, 2 for Leeds, 1 for Bradford. And the cream of English centres also out there for Bradford Northern in Paul Newlove. Schofield gets the ball to Mercer. Mercer holds it up beautifully for Innes, who gets a nice little inside flick to Francis Cummins, who beats Fox beautifully, but it ends well tackled by Shelford. Holroyd and over numbers outside there had Leeds, and Tay opts to kick and puts a beautiful kick in, just missing the post. Well, a touch shoot, I'm sure, could have given 4 or 5 extra yards there to Leeds, but he gives them the scrum on the 10-metre line, giving the Bradford Northern and the Leeds forwards just time to get a little bit of air in. Watson's coming to the line, takes the ball in a familiar standoff position. Nice, still manages to get the ball out to little Foxy. Foxy going forward. Great yards from little Derek Fox. Well, not the best to play the balls though, but Gratian manages to pick up, but Leeds are coming up very, very fast. Well, a high tackle there on Paul Gratian. By Ayres. This time it's Summers, and Summers has lost the ball. O'Neill picks the ball up. Meantime, Lowe's and Summers locked in as play goes on. Play goes down to that right-hand side, and meanwhile the brawl goes on below us. Certainly things getting heated out there. Wonderful play. Gerald Cordell to the rescue for Bradford Northern. Leeds now on the ascendancy. Good ball to Holroyd. He decides to go forward himself. Hinton into the forward pass. Touch. The referee looks at the touch judge. The touch judge says no. Now Allroyd wants the ball. Takes it himself. Bradford up fast. Ball goes back inside the blind side for Northern. Hadn't moved up. The last tackle, will he decide for the one? No, Allroyd said no, he wants it to go through the gap. Carl takes it and's got a cradle onto the line. Cook's coming across, it's Carl Hall, he wants the man quick inside. Carl digging, he cuts inside and he's still going strong, it's Carl Hall. 75 yards, he wants to quick play the ball. Shelford's there. It's a slow play the ball though. Now Watson gets the ball. Out to Summers. Summers decides to go himself. Good yards from Neil Summers, driving towards the Leeds try line. Watson screaming above the noise of the crowd, giving instruction. Derek Fox wants it wide. Roy Powell takes it, dummies the loop with Fox. Gets it away, Carl Fairbank. Carl Fairbank digs in and tries. First blood, Bradford Northern. Wonderful try from Carl Fairbank. Just what the doctor ordered for Bradford Northern. Wonderful play there from the Bradford Northern lines. Roy Powell just managing to slip the ball away. And Carl Fairbank, the grateful recipient, takes the ball in and powers his way over for a wonderful try. Nigel Stevenson just on the park at the moment. Vital instruction with Derek Fox. Prayers to have the extras on, should be a formality for the little fella. No problems. 10 minutes gone. Bradford Northern 6. Leeds 0. Bit of a stray kick there. It's so important that when you're putting those little kicks through, you've got to be so accurate, so pinpoint, because when you've got a pace man, you're so vulnerable for the counter-attack. So once again, Leeds getting ready to restart the game. Neil Summers and James Lowe eventually getting a little talking to from the referee. A little fracas that took place 5 minutes ago now. So with a big boot of Graham Allroyd, that trusty left foot leads a yards offside. Straight to Medley. Medley's first running chance. He decides to take the Leeds back on, and that'll warm him up a little bit. Lowe should be stood square, but he's not. In comes Watson. Into the high tackle, this time Clark scooting away from acting half-back. Rumour has it, he just signed another 1 year's contract for Bradford Northern, which will be good news. Newlove told to play the ball. Out it goes to Dixon. Bradford always looking to slip that ball. Leeds are aware of this. You can see 3 men round, they play the ball every time. Big Roy now, he takes the ball in. Ian Scott pulls him down.
Get him back!
Iro closing the kick down, but little Derek trying to force it away. Eventually Dave Watson just gets a boot to it, puts the ball in. Paul Dixon demanding that the referee keeps his Leeds markers square at the play of the ball. Certainly shooting off very, very fast. Closing Derek Fox down, trying to shut his options off. So Schofield feeds the scrum. Lovely pass to Allroyd. Allroyd holds the ball up. Eventually, in from full-back comes Tate. Paul Newell, though, very aware of the situation, picks the man out. Mercer, lovely tackle, and you can hear the scream there for a forward pass. Iro, 3 Bradford Northern players dumping him on the ground. That will knock the wind out of him. Once again, Leeds come back down the blind side, trying to turn Carl Hall. Good little kick, just going in. Carl Hall quite sensibly, but letting it roll in, ensuring that Bradford get the feed at the scrum. You can see how rough it is down there at that corner, the Speedway corners. This time of the year, they're being virtually taken up and put back down every day, so it's very, very rough down there. Very, very unsure on the feet. Out it goes to Summers. Quick play the ball, excellent. Carl Fairbank coming round in superb form. Certainly must be a high tackle. Mercer knocking his man down, and Carl Fairbank not the one to flinch. Finds himself on the ground. And he won't be laying down there, he'll be hurt with the big fella. But he won't take a dive. Meanwhile, Paul Medley just getting a little bit of treatment from the doctor. Looks like something wrong with the finger. Getting Mercer gets another lecture from the referee. It might have been a favourite one time with the Oxford fans, Mike Gary, but the knives were certainly out for him then. Little Cordell looking for a quick play of the ball, but there's nobody there to play it, and the Northern fans wanting a bit more urgency from the Bradford Northern players. So it's the kind of rugby really. Leeds yards offside again as Dixon drives in. Could have done a nasty fall there. Seems to be all right though. Well, the man stood in front of the referee there. Back inside to Newell. He steps inside O'Neill, who's met with a high tackle. Still anything going at the moment out here. Little Foxy puts it through the gap. Cordell, though, it should go in a touch with this one. Now Jerry there just telling Foxy, give us a nod, old pal, let me know what you're doing. "14 minutes gone. 6-0 in Bradford Northern's favour." Feeds the ball in. Young Paul Cook coming in from the wing, only 17 years old. Now Iro beginning to wind up. Surely must be obstruction. Using Innes as the shepherd, as they say on in Australian terms. Paul Medley still unsure about what's going on here. He's come back off a little bit more treatment. Could be having problems with his contact lenses. Taking the ideal opportunity for him just to get things sorted out. With Dr. Chris Butler as Little Foxy looks for the goal kick. For Northern just taking the time. Still sounding Leeds out before they start throwing the ball about. So little Derek Fox. How important these kicks can be, and he just pulls this one wide of that near post. Kick out on that 25 to Leeds, and we'll see this mighty boot of Graham Holroyd's. There's a number of balls on the pitch at the moment. If always the case, there's another ball there, then before you know we are, there's 2-3 balls on. Leeds already warming the substitutes up. Once again, a nice high kick. Somebody's underneath it though. Roy Powell takes the ball. Takes him fight side, and there's Mike O'Neill. David Watson following the ball. Trevor Clark once again shooting away from marker more than he has done for quite a while. Dixon comes on the second as a second runner, but well picked up by the Leeds defence. The two markers who said are working very hard. Foxy again involved in everything. This time it's inside for Jerry Cordell. Cordell going through, he boxed one off, and good yards from Big Jerry. He wants a quick play the ball, and you could see Richard Ayres laying all over him. Watson shoots himself. Fairbank powers through the gap, gets the ball out. But this brings us to the last tackle. Newell decides to pass it rather than go on his own. Holds the ball up good for Dixon. That's good play. Watson kicks it, put it down, David. Whoa, good try of Bradford Northern. I thought maybe Paul Dixon could have got himself. But just for a little bit of a second there, split second. My heart was in my mouth. As the big fella, Paul Dixon, decided to pass it to David Watson, who caught it, wasn't the best of passes, but he just clung on and put the ball down behind those posts. So I'm not wanting to repeat myself. Paul Medley's still out there getting the treatment on those. Those eyes seem to be something wrong. Back to the doctor, who's in the box now, so Bradford Northern temporarily down to 12 men as the doctors and the physios work frantically with Paul Medley. Of course, always the problem with those contact lenses. Trevor Clark just telling that medal is off the pitch, getting some treatment. There's no really reason why the referee should stop play. And Paul is back on the pitch now. Let's hope it's been sorted out once and for all. But when you get a finger in the eye and you've got contact lenses, it can be very, very painful, especially if the lens has been pushed behind the eye, as has happened occasionally with Paul. Roy Powell, and it's gradually Bradford Northern taking the game to Leeds. Nothing spectacular. Out to Paul Gratian. Very workmanlike performance so far. Fox loops round to Summers. Summers gives the ball to Dixon. Carl Fairbank lurking menacingly on the blind side, but Fox decides to pepper this right-hand touchline with a wonderful kick. Very, very hot out there. I'm sure both sets of forwards will be gunny glad of the rest of the trudge back. Quarter of the game gone. Bradford leading 12 points to 0. Leeds feeding the scrum. Cummins comes in. Straight into Neil Summers though. No way through for the youngster on that occasion. As Innes shoots across. Forward pass to Hintog, but referee once again says no. Really finishing off giving poor old Alan Taylor one of a hospital pass. So away goes Mercer. Mercer gets a lovely ball out to Iro. Going to be one of the big contests of the day is this Newell-Iro confrontation. Two big men. Norman up very, very fast. In comes Howard, Medley waiting for him. Elbow goes out from Howard. Good hitting by Medley. All right, puts the deep kick in. Well taken by David Watson. Cordell even. Bit of interference there at the play of the ball. Bradford have to be careful. Leeds trying to get their arms in. Of course, today without their captain. Now every player in the Leeds side, apart from Tate, offside at that play of the ball. Fox switches play. Good pass to Dave Watson. Watson holds it up to big Darryl Shelford, who comes inside. Now Medley decides to shoot off on his own. Richard Ayres and Holroyd. Better from Northern. Good, quick play the ball. Fox. Nulu's gone forward. He's offside. He'll have to be careful. Gives him plenty of time. Bradford Northern that'll be play on now. Working round Mike O'Neill, who created that record last week at Wembley. 14 years between appearances. Ball going across, lovely tackle by Derek Fox. Now then, bit of running space out for Mercer. And big Iro, the ball, Iro comes in. Not the man you can let run. Newell's recovered, comes back, just clips his ankles and pulls him down. Iro beginning to look dangerous out there. Summers in an offside position, but the referee ignores it. This time Holroyd decides to put the ball over Watson's head. Watson takes his time, gets back, it bounces up nicely for him. Inside to Carlisle. What a strong little man this is, and he's still going. Eventually James Lowes comes across to finish him off. David Watson decides to take the Terminator on and finishes up on top. Lowes holding him. Surely the referee's going to have to get a grip of this before too long. Bradford will look to move this out wide. Schofield goes up on Fox like a bloody flash. Excuse my French there. Newell's standing, eventually gets the ball away to Summers. Summers has got a gap here, he cuts inside. Good tackle low by Gary Mercer. And surely if that's not interfering, what is? Schofield lying all over his man. Oh, this brings us to our last tackle. Try as he may. Big Roy just couldn't quite slip that ball. Fox, will he put it over the top? Little Francis Cummins beginning to wonder now what is going to happen. That's a good kick back. The chase there. Nerves from the youngster. And he puts that one over with his knees. Well, it's obviously a big occasion for the lad. Only 17 years old. A tremendous future in front of him. As the years go on, I'm sure that he'll finish up. And he's going to be a half-back on the standoff, young Francis. Got a tremendous step on him, a wonderful pair of hands. We all know he hasn't got the pace to play out there, and it's really a tremendous feat for him to have got himself into this team at such an early stage as David Watson takes the ball forward. David, of course, is always struggling to try and get that ball away. Foxy using Fairbank as the dummy. Now Bradford in an ideal opportunity here. Gratian, good driving. Lowe's coming across with a right, then a left. Ooze from the crowd. Once again, Bradford with the options. This time it's Paul Dixon again. Remember, he's scoring 4 tries from a similar position 3 or 4 years ago against Bradford. Got to be a good pass. It is. Back inside, Dave Watson. Dave Watson driving for the line. Little back slip. Out to Nolov. Nolov again. Numbers are out here. Fairbank. He dummies. Then he goes back inside to Gratian. Gratian keeps the life to Cornell. Cornell knocks one off. Dives over 2. Bradford players coming from everywhere. Nolov's on the blind. He wants the ball. Foxy puts a little kick in. It's not. And there goes Nolov. Well, if it's not going to be your day, Dougie Lawton, I think that just about proves it. Little kick from Derek Fox. Just catching the hands of Craig Innes, I think, and there was Paul Nolov to touchdown. 15 minutes to go. Certainly all Bradford one-way traffic at the moment. Bit of disappointment when Leeds beat Bradford in the cup. Fox just catching it beautifully, and that one goes in off the upright.